online, and on your smart speaker. Sun State Motorcycles, the corner of Old Maryborough Road and Nissan Street by Alba.
Hit News Briefing.
Hi, it's Flake here with your news briefing. The Prime Minister's responded to claims from China's ambassador to Australia regarding its movements in the South Pacific. There's been concerns bubbling along after Beijing and the Solomon Islands agreed to a new security partnership, but the envoy is on the record denying the deal poses a threat to our interests. Scott Morrison had this to say on the matter today.
I support the Australian national interests, not the Chinese government's view of what national interests are, whether it be in Australia or across the Pacific, and that's why I've always taken a very strong stance on this.
The BAM's been in Tasmania talking up a multi-million-dollar investment into mental health services in the states, while the Labor leader's touring Queensland where he's talking up the creation of a battery manufacturing precinct. It would be a $100 million partnership with the state government. Anthony Albanese says the latest findings show the country could really prosper in the sector if it has a go.
A national battery strategy making batteries here could create 34,700 jobs and $7.4 billion of economic activity by 2030.
The man's been arrested while allegedly trying to flee the country as detectives investigate the death of a diver found near bricks of cocaine in Newcastle in New South Wales. Officers say they stopped a 62-year-old from boarding a plane heading to Singapore yesterday. He's been charged with drug importation and supply offences. And North Korea's announced its first COVID infection. That's more than 2 years since the pandemic began.
Ergon is urging drivers to slow down when roadside power line works are in progress. Please follow the traffic control signs and speed limits for everyone's safety.
The Bulldogs coach isn't letting his side's cellar dweller status get him down. They take on the Knights tomorrow to help get Magic Round going. Both teams are lamenting at the bottom of the NRL ladder. However, Trent Barrett reckons it means both sides have a lot to prove too.
There's enough there for us to win this weekend. You know, Newcastle are in a similar situation as, you know, four teams down the wrong end of the table.
The chance of a thunderstorm on the Fraser coast. It'll drop down to 19 degrees overnight, rain and 24 tomorrow, much of the same over the weekend. Our listener app is the home of local news. Download now to listen live or on demand.